Hi, we have another instructive king and pawn ending in front of us here where the task is white to play and win. How do we proceed here? The problem with the obvious move of white playing king e6 is that it leaves it open to the objection that black can simply come here, defend his own pawn, and then attack white's, and then white has no option but to give up the protection of his own pawn, and black would win white's pawn and be able to march his own pawn to queen on f1. So how do we get around this little problem? Well, the waiting move scenario is a regular theme in a lot of my chess videos, and this is no exception. Can you see it? Well done if you have. King d6, and then no matter how black plays it here, he loses, and he has a choice of 4 moves. Firstly, if he comes here trying to do what white did when I gave you the first variation, immediately attacking white's pawn, white simply then comes in here, and black is faced with the same difficulty, that he has to give up protection of his own pawn, and then he would lose it, and white would queen the f-pawn. So that is no good. Similarly, if instead of going to g5 he goes to g7, we have the same result. So the remaining 2 variations is where black plays a waiting game, going here. So how do we deal with that? Well, again, we don't want to go here because we'd run into the same problem. So what we do is we attack black's pawn but a different way. We go here. Now, then black has no option but to defend his own pawn, and then we finally come in here, and black is beaten. So the final variation, after one key move, king d6, he goes here instead. In fact, in this position, ordinarily I'd say go here, go here, go here. And I think that that is probably good enough to win it. In case anyone's wondering what would happen after king d6, king h7 appears to be the best of black's moves in this position. If he were, instead of to go here, if he were to go here, then black goes here, then white can still go here. So either king e7, king e6, or king e6, king e7, they're interchangeable. And in that position, either way, we result with this end position here, where black cannot defend the pawn on f6. So what he'd have to do is to go back. White would take the pawn. Black can take the opposition, but unfortunately it doesn't do him any good because all that white needs to do is to come here. And then should black go here or here, of course the king just takes the opposition laterally. But should he come here, then the pawn marches on. In that position he has no option but to come back this way, because should he go here, then the pawn stops him from going back to e8. So he has to go here. White goes here. He has only one legal move, and that is here. And this is very instructive because it shows you how to queen an f-pawn. The same would apply on the c file, of course. And that is really quite an instructive endgame, and shows how it should be played with using waiting moves rather than the direct approach to the opponent's piece or pawn. Thanks very much indeed for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye for now.